But all right, here we go. This is the main match. First match of the night, ArticPeach versus Darling. Let's get into it.
May versus I actually don't think I've seen this matchup before. Just like commentating and otherwise.
Yeah, you know, honestly, May, a lot of players that have been playing May, I feel like are kind of switching off them, but it's always good to see people rep it, going to the main stage, round one. There you go. I was going to say, you know, May has some really, really good anti-air moves, and many Baiken players like to take to the skies using her really strong normal, so.
Absolutely. And already we have both players in a really interesting state. ArticPeach already using his burst to try to get, not let Darling get anything started. Dashing up and a little stare down. Wow, both players actually very patient to see what each other would react. Raw super from Darling in just neutral. That's going to be a big punter for ArticPeach.
There it is, using the Dolphin to make sure they confirm the punish and all that corner carry.
But the drop is going to return them back to neutral, and the counter hit from Darling actually using it to cross up, and cross up again. That's going to be kill for Darling, taking round one.
Yeah, H. Kabar, it's going to be one of the big things. Are you going to be able to react to when they cross up to their side? It's completely punishable. So honestly, it's one of the big things you got to look for when you're playing against a Baiken and you start blocking that H. Kabari.
Absolutely. We got to see if Darling's going to use it a lot, or if they're going to try to keep it as a spare resource, maybe use it when it's unexpected, so Peach can actually get conditioned to it and respond to it.
We got to establish the neutral with that Tommy mat. Like I was talking about, you know, a lot of Baiken players, they have really good air options. Right now, ArticPeach running right through, blowing them up.
And getting some nice damage.
Yeah, straight is super. Gonna get a hard knockdown after this.
Of course, and we got the positive bonus. Always helps to have all that meter. Darling with the jump S, huge bun, able to get the counter hit, get a turn started. The 2H counter hit into big damage. Just super.
Oh, that's a big drop, and that's gonna be a lot of damage. I was gonna say, you know, very good burst bait coming out from ArticPeach, taking that round.
Darling actually could have saved the burst as he was only he was up around.
Yeah.
So this is very detrimental to Darling going into this match because now he doesn't have burst. However, Darling's getting some very good hits in. The Tommy Oki with the charge.
Oh my god, catch up with the charge does.
Oh, and I think I agree with the burst from ArticPeach. Can't take too much more damage.
Honestly, ArticPeach may have been dead if they didn't burst that. The charge does can do a lot of damage.
Uh-oh. So let him start his pressure. Exactly. Bring him back to neutral. But here we go. We got meter into pressure too, right?
Jump trying to bait something out right now. Darling keeping the pressure going here.
But Peach has been very patient, very nicely defending. Just keep
that's Kabar. That's the man.
That's going to make game one for, invite the mouse, for Darling. All right.
Yeah, Escobar really, really strong tool against him. Pull it up. Yep, Escobar really, really strong tool this patch. Honestly, it's so good. We got to disconnect real quick beginning of the round. Luckily, it's the beginning of the round, so we just kind of reset it.
So we just reset it. Thankfully, right? Because you don't want that to happen mid-round. You don't want someone to get a hit in and all of a sudden, boom. Because that can definitely screw things up. Absolutely, that's optimal.
I had a CEO as my round one. I was against an Axel player, and I ended up, his controller disconnected, and he kind of gave me a look. I ended up taking like 70% off him because I was like, no, it's Axel. I'm not messing around with it.
Oh, no, yeah, I agree.
I hate that matchup so much. I was like, it's CEO. It's my round one. I'm not messing with it. I don't know. Maybe we need to, just reset it.
Yeah, just reset it. I think it's fine. It literally, like, the moment the round started, it said, like, rest rock, disconnect, nothing happened. I think it's honestly pretty fine. I don't think there should be any penalty.
We'll jockey for that player one position. Good. We got creator over there, you know, being tech support right now. I respect it.
Of course. Oh, my bad.
I'm curious to take a look at this bracket right now where we're getting into the next match. A lot of matches being played. Definitely killing her out here. Look at the scene. Damn, we got. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Okay. Oh, damn. I play the winner of two players. Actually, I've never played that top guy, but Kingpin, if he wins that first match, I have played him. I've sent losers quite a bit. I think every time he's come out to Flynn's, I've sent losers. So, interesting stuff. But we're getting right back into the match here.
Hell yeah.
Things pulled up.
ArticPeach on the left, Darling on the right. They decided not to switch positions. As in Flynn's setup, you have monitors that face each other, so player one and player two can actually be pretty interchangeable.
Yep, I tell you, we always need like a flip though, like a paper you got flip. This is player two side. People switch it a lot, but just makes it easier. If there's a little paper, I think it'd be funny too. Okay, here we go. Back to this May versus Baiken action. Both players feeling it out. 2H, really good tool to just kind of dash in there, catch them low.
Oh, but the big air-to-air counter hit, and Darling trying to use the parry, and immediately responding when burst once he gets punished. Doesn't want to take any of that big damage.
Okay, that's a big H Kabari. Luckily, you know, for ArticPeach, we're not near the corner, so any of the big bombos aren't coming out quite yet. Burst comes out. Nice block there.
Super, yeah, want to block it, but that still gives all the questions they need. And the big 2H, that's going to be huge damage, especially with meter. That's going to be a hard knockdown. Oh, boy.
Yep, just spend that meter, get the positive bonus, and the hard knockdown here. I tell you, May's a character that can utilize meter so well, but right now it's got to back off. I definitely like that game plan, honestly, as May having those really, really strong buttons, causing Baiken to be the one having to approach. Oh, just around air grab.
Oh, my goodness. Once again, Darling setting his turn. ArticPeach, no, he doesn't have to challenge much. That wrist meter is looking very big.
And once you mention that,
that's going to be death.
And honestly, that's the one star you don't want to get hit by when your risk is cranked like that. It can go leading to some really, really strong damage. Darling finishing off the round. Oh, that's a big 6-8 to catch the Dolphin.
But it does not convert, unfortunately, for Darling. The 2S, again, does not convert. Of these drops, but those straight hits can still build up. As you can see, he's already half health, and that health is going down with the chip damage.
Good defense from ArticPeach, able to kind of weather the storm there, but Darling's fighting their way out with that 2S.
And the 2H, once again, like you said, Manatee, really good chase run. Just to make sure that we can't get out of there. Make sure you hit him, get a nice hit in, and just start your turn. And of course, making sure this burst safe, but good range still works out for ArticPeach. So, wow.
That's a big 6H punish there. Darling left with no choice but the burst. Able to get to the other side, catch him with JS. Darling putting himself up 2-0 now.
I did not see like that.
It's a really extended tool, and it's also really good just kind of covering that air approach. It catches IAD too, so sometimes in neutral, you just throw it out, leave big some damage, especially on counter hit.
I'm pretty sure you can have it ready. And if they don't expect it, they're already in the air. It's going to be fun.
Okay, that's a close slash anti-air.
No conversion, though, unfortunately. The 6P for Arctic.
Oop, catches what I'm assuming to be a parry on wake up. Nice grab. Darling letting that burst rip. Keeping the lead here right now.
Slash, no conversion on the top.
Yeah, just a little bit out of range, but those quick 2 pieces definitely got to add up. Trying to establish the neutral with that gun. Stars in ArticPeach definitely have to be the one to overextend right now. That's one of the most messed up changes this patch. The May 3K leading in a tumble rather than hard knockdown. I don't still need if they needed that, but Darling definitely appreciating the change.
Of course. And Darling is taking all this pressure.
The crank is wrist. The next hit's going to lead to a counter hit. They're able to
counter hit, but it's still going to be enough to take round 1. Game 3. So now it is set point for Darling. If Peach loses this round, he will get sent to losing bracket, so he still has a chance to make it back. However, it looks like Peach isn't going to go down with a fight because Darling's already hurting a lot from that big counter hit. Another counter hit off Totsugeki. That's going to be, that's not death, right?
It's not death. He didn't have the mirror to confirm into it, but it's definitely going to be a big chunk of health going into this. You know, ArticPeach basically with a full life bar and burst still available. The best case scenario if they can keep it into the next round.
Jumping for Darling and get the pressure started, and that wall value really did help Darling because just a little bit more wall value and Peach would have had the kill. There's the cross up again.
Yeah, a little bit delayed going straight in the super is going to be a big chunk of damage. Honestly, you know, maybe he has to put some pressure on the gas right now, but overall I'd like to see ArticPeach be a little bit more content when they have the life lead because now they just take a big chunk of damage back in this. There's the...
That doesn't kill the counter hit.
Oh, go straight into super. We still have meter, but so...
Extended his hitbox. It's a round 3 situation.
Hey, SeaWorld right there, coming in clutch.
6P, nice. That was in the neutral with the beach ball. The counter hit, letting Peach put Darling in the corner, but Darling's not gonna take that. Oh, overhead, all right. 2S counter hit, big combo.
Okay, RC to keep it going. Doesn't get much more of a conversion, but currently with the life lead, Darling getting pressured into the corner here.
Oh, the 2H trying to capture.
Oh, that's a big 2H counter hit. This should be enough if we keep it going. Just don't drop it. ArticPeach putting himself on the board.
Absolutely. Oh, and just in time for the controller to disconnect. My goodness, that was close. There we go. That was a clutch controller disconnect. Going back to the character select, as of course, we just want to make sure that both players have the stable setup.
I gotta say, that's the new CEO hitbox. And one of my biggest issues, I feel like it's across the general manufacturers. I don't think there's a good hitbox with good chords. If you know one out there, let me know. Like Hitbox, Snackbox, I don't know the manufacturer of those ones. I can't remember quite. But they all seem like the chords kind of suck.
I'm pretty sure it's called Game Press or End Press.
Yeah.
It's the Game Press hitbox.
I think I thought that was the people that like designed the art. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's the CEO hitbox that they were selling at CEO. Figure it out. But yeah, it's a lot of those wires kind of just suck ass.
Unfortunately.
Hey, this is a mental reset though for Darling to figure out what they need to change. And right now, ArticPeach currently have momentum on their side of the field. Empress core is great. Is that? I mean, it's Empress 1 right now. I think it's messing up. So.
Empress cores. There you go.
That's it's like the biggest one, right? M3. It's like the really big one. They have room to put your wrists on. Oh, I think I'm up. I'm on stage 4. Right?
Oh, okay. Looks like Manatee will unfortunately be leaving the booth. However, of course, I'll still be here with y'all.
Oh no, it's not me. I think
it
says on the stream here. Maybe he's gonna do stage 4. We'll see.
Okay. So for now, Manatee does indeed stay with us. So we'll see what happens.
As I'm excited to get into it here right now. Catch with a 2H early on. Oh, that's a big snipe anti-air. Missed time the H Kabari follow-up, giving Darling a chance. And that's a nice punish just going straight in his throat. That's what you have to do. React whenever they cross up to the other side. Don't let the Baiken utilize that option.
All right. Okay. Oh, looks like
Should be able to block here. Right? Yeah. Please. Yep. Thank you.
That's going to be a big punish for ArticPeach. Actually, just using it to throw into the corner. I think I do agree, as it does give you that little bit of momentum. However, Darling's going to use that minimum punish to his full advantage, bring it back to neutral, and actually take Peach to the other corner now.
Unfortunately, that was a PRC, not the red RC. Darling there, able to finish off the round 6H. Currently putting themselves on match point.
Once again, another match point situation. Peach, of course, we saw just a little bit earlier that they made it back. So let's see if they can do it again. Darling and Peach just playing a very, very slow neutral, actually. Just want to make sure, see if they can catch some buttons. Whipping the Darling establishing the Tommy neutral. And Peach getting a counter hit, but Darling responds right back with the pressure. Oh, and a nice whip punish, but it does not lead into ending, unfortunately. The counter hit, once again, no conversions. A little bit of a spaghetti on the floor here.
Okay, nice air-to-air. Keeping the corner, 6K, making it so the parry doesn't come through.
Here's a super. Big damage for Darling. And a 2H, just reaching far enough to actually click Peach.
Yep, burst still on the deck, though. But we're going to spin right there. Nope, gets the 2H confirmed. Darling's going to be moving on in the bracket.
That is the 3-1 for Darling.